I hope that the listeners of the stories, or the viewers of this, will be able to think about or consider looking at your own cultural roots and history, drawing from that. One of the ways in which storytelling or oral tradition was used in cultures around the world was to look to what people had done in the past when they faced the challenges that were in front of us right now. And how did they resolve those challenges? How did they work through those challenges? How long have I been actively sharing? I've been actively sharing stories full-time now for 22 years. I made a decision one year when I was a classroom teacher that I would step away from the classroom. I would take a risk and see if I could actually express myself this way in the world and still make mortgage payments. This increasingly intense internal restlessness to explore that aspect of who I was. And I was past 40, asking some of the larger-than-life questions, realized I had probably lived over half my life, and what do I want to do with the remaining half of it while I still have clarity of thought and my body is in good health. I started playing music, telling stories. The music actually part came first. I grew up in a musical household. My mother was a church organist, and she brought the piano teacher to our house. So every child who was birthed through my mother had to take piano lessons. So you started soon after you learned how to read, about 6 years old. The storytelling came a little later while I was teaching. I taught for a number of years and was always incorporating it as with a myriad of other things that you hope teachers are doing to engage children, to bring history and literature alive. Learning that oral transmission for hundreds and hundreds of years was the way in which the history of people was passed on and preserved throughout time. So it was that desire to have the gap of information about my own background filled in for me, and to then share that, the richness of that. So I'm inspired by that all the time, and by the way in which people receive the stories.